Hey everybody, this is Sarcoth, and I wanted to show you my version of the legendary loot farming that's been going on lately. I don't know if you've seen this video in other places, but it's been going around. I want to thank Ashley for bringing this to my attention, and she told me about the video over on PC Gamer, and I went and checked it out, and then I've been now farming it for a couple days. First thing you want to do is you really want to be level 50 when you come here to do this, because, or at least you want to have one of your friends be level 50. I'm going to show you my little twist on it, but what I do is I switch this to Mayhem 3. Here's Mayhem 1, and you want to go up to Mayhem 3, or your friend wants to go to that, because what that does is it increases your the loot that you get by 500%. So it's also going to increase other different things, and also mostly it's going to be more difficult, but you want to get that 500% in loot. Once you get that, you want to have your friend or yourself travel over to Eden-6, then pick Jakobs Estate. A fast travel there. All right, now that we're here on Jakobs Estate, you want to open up your map, and I'm going to show you guys where you need to go. It's past the Iridian writing, and there is going to be a building right here. You want to actually go to the Tink is going to spawn right in that location. So that's where you're going to want to go to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the easier route to go there. Oh, also make sure you get all your weapons reloaded before going over there. You're not going to be able to reload for a while, or it all depends on how you want to do it. But a lot of the way to get there is actually through this path. You got to go up these stairs or jump up the stairs. You come around this way and you go across a bridge here. There will be some mobs to fight, and then right on this location right here is where there will be a save point. That's where we're going for first, and then the loot tank will be right there. So instead of running through that, though, I'm going to hug the left wall. This is the easy way, so you can avoid combat and not have to worry about being killed over and over again. Because the thing I've been hearing from most of my friends is they can't make it through it, so they need help, and this is the way I found to get around all the combat. The Iridian writing's right here. Now, usually that guy's not there for me, but just hop up here, and
Don't hold back.
as soon as you're in this spot right here, you can jump through the tree and just run past him, get to the save point. As soon as you get to the save point, quit out, return to main menu, go back in, continue. Alright guys, so here we are. After logging back in, you're back here at this spawn spot. This is where the safe spot is, and what we want to do is go over here, right to where I showed you guys. This is where the loot tank is hanging out. We want to go over there, kill him. I'm going to use electricity to zap him down, and then fire to kill him. When you're running solo, it's easier to just go ahead and kill him right away. Open his bag. If you let the bag sit, the bag will disappear after a while, or at least it seems like it has for me. And because we can't find it, and we think that, well, maybe he got away, but really it's just his bag seems to be despawning on us. So I'm going to go in, kill him real quick, and show you the fast way to do this. So
I hear you, beast.
then he drops his bag. Make sure you open the bag.
How are your last breaths
And then we want to loot all the legendaries. See, there was only 2 there. I find that the longer you let him survive, the more often he's going to drop loot. And then just log out, quit the game, and then we'll log back in, and then you can check out what loot you have. I've done this a couple times now. I wanted to find a good run for you guys to show you what to do. But I'll also show you guys how to keep them alive. The only problem with keeping them alive is the extra mobs. If you've got a goon, shoot off his head so he starts attacking the other people, and it'll make it a little bit easier for you. I also do this with some friends, and I found that when I'm doing it when I am grouped up with friends and go after the tank, that the loot actually drops a little bit higher quality as well. So, for instance, I am now getting loots that are like 596, 586. When I run this solo, I'll scroll down here. You'll see that the loot I just got is 546. The highest I get with friends is 556. I mean, without friends, when I go solo, it's 556. So you gotta, I mean, if you want to get the better stuff, I say run with a full group of 50s will probably give you best. I've been running with 250s and an extra friend who's lower levels. And yes, this will work with your friends as well. So make sure you bring them, like, if they want to get loots to help them along, if they're like, even if they're in their teens and stuff, they'll get legendaries for their level, and this will be a great way to give them a boost to get through the lower levels. And if this stays here for a really long time, then you can do this with them over and over again too. So I'm going to show you my best loot so far. This is my favorite gun, the Cash Infused Brainstormer. Now, this is only a 556, but if I could find a higher level quality one than this, like when I run this with a group, I would love it, because this thing does a lot of damage, and it's like a chain lightning effect. So it'll hit everybody in the area, and it's just a great way to keep mobs pinned, or it just makes it purely easy. And it's great for this fight because it allows me to keep the loot tank dropping more and more gear. Now I'll show you a long run of this, but it could take a while, and then we'll see. Let me drop some loot here. Yeah, and I am dropping loot that I don't need, so I could run back all the time to unload, but once you've done this a few times, that was the jackhammer. I actually probably want that one. I think this is the one I want to keep. So Reflective Ripper, Handsome Jackhammer. And I'm going to show you guys real quick too. So now I have some weapons that are different quality. So this is 546, and I have a 556. Let's see. I thought I just had a 550. There it is. So there's the Handsome Jackhammer. That's a level 556. This one is doing 435, but it's also doing acid, whereas this one doesn't do that. So they're both the same except for the acid one. So I am dropping the one that doesn't do any elemental effect. I mean, you got to drop something along the way. I've got some of these Polbius ones. I really enjoy these weapons. I'm keeping both of these just because they both do different types of damage. I also have another one in the bank as well. Now this Ruby's Wrath, I've been farming this spot now for probably over 24 hours, and I've gotten so many loot drops, and this is the highest item score I can get on it. Rocket launchers heavies do not seem to go over a certain number. So the best I find so far is the 526, and I think I've only gotten one other one, and I didn't like the rocket launcher at all, so I didn't bother. Here we are, we're getting some mods as well. I could keep those for my other class, but I've got a bunch of them stored in the bank already, and this I've decided I don't need that. We don't keep any blues or greens. That's just accidentally picking them up along the way. And let's see, we don't need those. Looks like we picked up another red queen, and I don't need the fastball. Fastball does a lot of damage, but not really what I'm needing right now. And this is a high shields, but I'll show you what I've got right now. So I am using the Transformer. I cannot seem to get a legendary mod of what I want. I really want to get that. I'll show you guys what I'm trying to get. I would love if someone can find a legendary level 50 mod that includes the Furious Attack. If you do, please let me know. I would love to get that, and I will gladly trade with you if you get it and you want to hook up with me. Also, guys, when you find some loot here, let me know what legendaries you're getting. I want to know what what you're finding out there. So far, my favorite weapon is, like I said, this is the cash infused. This express fire sale long musket does a ton of fire damage and is great for killing off the mobs in this location. And we have the breath of dying, which is another great weapon. And this now seems to be my killer. This gun right here is probably the strongest one I have. The nuclear Ruthless Ludia, and it has man killer ability. And it is just phenomenal. It is great, especially for when I do a fade. When I'm fading, this does so much damage, and as soon, let's see, as soon as the action skill ends, it does, weapon status effect and chance are increased by 75% for a short time. That, I mean, it's just great, especially when I'm doing the fade ability. So I just liquefy everything I'm fighting. So. Let's see. We don't need that. I don't even know why that's there. 506 is way too low on a weapon. 536 is actually too low, too. That's a pretty decent weapon, but I really love my sniper now, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. People, my viewers on Twitch are saying, why are you dropping those legendaries? Give them to me. And I tell them to log in. So they come log in and join me, and then they start to picking up all the weapons I drop. And they also then join me for a few runs and stuff. And then, so I like helping out people. So if you watch me on Twitch and you want to join me and come for a couple runs, you're more than welcome to. I will take you through it. And besides, when you join me, I get a better chance of getting better loot. So, all right, let's go do this again. We're going to do this a long way this time. Well, we got an anointed, so that's not good. Alright, so now we're going to have to kill him. You'll see that we're getting a lot more loot drops there. Don't let them get away. There, loot his chest. And even if you die, dying here is going to happen. Just deal with it. Let my guy here revive me. I'm going to go ahead and take that guy's head off there as soon as I come up. Let him do the attack. So like I said, this was a longer run. I wanted to show you guys what you could do. Oh, and when you bring your friends here and they're lower level, you're going to have to clear the area for them instead of just doing the loot. When you're doing this solo, you can easily just grab the loot and not have to worry about it. But like I said, otherwise you're going to have to be nice and help them out by, grabbing the stuff. Loot. We only got 4 this time, but I have, just so you know, when I've had my friends focus on killing the mobs and I keep the horde, the tank down with the lightning, have gotten a total of 14 legendaries to drop in one shot. We then did another one later on where we ended up getting 2 tanks spawned, and I don't know how that happened. We have not been able to repeat it, but that was probably our best run where we ended up getting the double tank. And it was one of my friends saw it, he said, hey, there's another tank, and then we just went all crazy trying to kill it. And it was, that loot time was really just awesome. See, this is what happens if you go a little bit too far. You're going to get this guy to spawn, and I want to let everybody know because it's very annoying, especially if you bring friends here and one of them decide to go over too far. So And my Fade ability just does tons of damage, so I just use that. And let's see what kind of loot we got this time around. Alright, looks like we got another Pobius. 295 though. So you see, this isn't actually it looks like an upgrade, except that I really like this one because it does the radiation type damage instead. So this one also, though, it does have the cold one, which I love doing. So this one might actually be a good one for it. I'll show you this weapon if you guys here, I'll just show you real quick what this one does. That's not it. Here we go. So the only thing is it goes really, really quick, but the effect it has is pretty devastating. I don't know. It's great because of the reload, and so when I'm in Fade mode, it will. I mean, I can go through it really quick multiple times, and that's why I also like this flamethrower gun, because it's great for Fade mode. I'll show you guys. I feel like I'm doing non-stop, and it does a lot of damage on top of that, especially to these guys. So here. I can actually get multiple uses out of it. I mean, it makes it great because when I'm in the Fade, I do a lot more damage, and I can actually continuously. The thing that sucks in Fade mode is when you have a weapon that has a long reload. So see that? There's all that time I'm not doing damage. So as soon as I run out in Fade, it's not really a great weapon to use, so I switch over. But guys, I know this is probably longer than what you really wanted to see, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I gave you guys new info that you guys didn't know, like, you know, the quick way to get around here from the side, the way to get loot with your friends, and, you know, it's really, this is a great loot spot. So farm it while you can. We don't know how long it's going to be available, and you want to make sure you take advantage of it. I mean, they have it in the game. It's like the loot cave from Destiny 1. You know, you want to get to it before they take it out, or they make it, like, they make changes to it. Because once in a while you will get anointed, but other than that, this is a great spot to farm, and you need to do it now. So, all right, guys, I really like helping out everybody, so I hope this video was help. Big thanks again to Ashley for giving me the information about this, and to everybody else who watches. Like this video, come watch me on Twitch. I live stream every night, and currently focused on Borderlands 3. I'm going to be streaming this all the time. So you guys take care, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that sub button. Would appreciate it. Come follow me over on Twitch. Love you guys. Take care, and I will see you next time.